This hour is where we get to discuss politics and current affairs. This is specifically the Eagles Outlook segment, and of course, it is a current affairs program where we touch on, the economy. We look at security matters, even agriculture, education, health, and everything and anything, if you like, that contributes to the nation's development and growth. My name is Omo Hefe. Peace Osemere. And this morning, I'm hoping sincerely that my guest, would be in the studios any moment from now. But pending when he storms the studio, let's quickly take a look at the background, all right, to the conversation this morning. Nigeria's economic growth has been sluggish in recent years, with, the country's GDP growth rate averaging around 2% between 2015 and 2020. However, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, predicts a growth rate of 3.4% in 2025, driven by key sectors such as agriculture, technology, and services. Now, one who is probably wondering what all of these, would portend for the nation's economy, it's just okay for us to understand Nigeria's economic growth, and it's essential to also critically assess or analyze the country's economic history. Of course, it's no longer news that Nigeria gained independence, in 1960, and it has since experienced various economic challenges, including inflation, corruption, and political stability. Well, the 2025 economic outlook for Nigeria is a positive one. I mean, from the angle of the IMF predicting a growth rate of 3.4%, and this is also hinged on, key sectors such as agriculture, technology, and services. And we've also seen, from the part of the federal government with regards to the 2025, budget, of course, that optimism. The optimism is already there, and hopes are indeed high to see how things would actually, unfold or pan out, of course, in the coming year. But this morning, really, we're going to be looking at, projections, of course, that would bring about rather, the growth that is expected, the economic growth that is expected for the year 2025. But looking at the year under review, the year 2024, indeed, a lot has actually happened and somehow impacted Nigeria's economy, be it positively or negatively. And now, for some analysts, the events, occasioned by, the economic challenges this year could be drawn from policies introduced by this administration May last year, especially the remarkable and the memorable removal of fuel subsidy that was declared May 29th, 2023 by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course, that has brought about, changes, significant changes in the economy. For good or for bad, the most important thing is that policy, amongst others, is, of course, they've actually brought about, changes in Nigeria's economy. Now, when you take a look at the historical context, of Nigeria's economic growth, what lessons can be learned, especially looking at the year under review. You take a look at the inflation as we speak, over 30%, and it is indeed disturbing. Of course, the federal government is optimistic that it will be able to, push down the inflation rate drastically by the year 2025. But looking at the year 2024, with all that's actually happened, what exactly do you think are the lessons that Nigeria and Nigerians can learn from the events that actually shaped, the nation's economy for the year 2024? I think we'll just start a conversation on that note, pending when my guest, makes it to the studio, so we can have expert analysis and all of this, and probably make very realistic projections for the year 2025 as far as the economy is concerned. Now, the numbers to call this morning to be part of a conversation are 090-8766-8888. You also can call us on 090-7353-0044. You can also send a message, actually, or a voice note to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning.
Good
Hello, good morning.
morning.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's your name
You
and
can
where are
hear
you
me?
calling from?
Ma'am.
I don't know. The network reception is quite poor from your end. Is it possible for you to call us back?
Hello.
Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me?
All right. Okay. Let's see. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please. What's your name?
Yeah.
Yes, please. What's your name?
I'm all right.
Okay, Nemano, you mean?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. I don't know. I think it would be better you call back. All right, so I can get sense of the points you have to make.
The line is not good.
Absolutely. Please call us back. Please call back.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'll better still send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705 4450. Let's hear from you what your thoughts are. I mean, with regards to what we are discussing this morning on Eagles Outlook. Yes, taking a look at the events, the economic, trend for the year 2024. What lessons do you think that Nigerians and the country can indeed learn, so that we make better or even informed decisions in terms of economic progression for the year 2025? Now, you recall clearly that I said when the 2025 budget proposal, was on the front burner, a number of Nigerians had actually shared views and counter views with regards to, the amount, the sum, budgeted for the 2025 budget. And for some people, the amount is quite high. Others are saying that no, it is not, compared to what was obtainable, in the previous, years or budget. And then you take a look at the expectations of the federal government. I mean, for the year 2025, how realistic are these expectations? But before we chew on those expectations and also your projection for the year 2025, let's hear from you some of the lessons that you think that can be learned from the progression of events in Nigeria's economy for the year 2024. Yes, the year under review. I mean, these are the issues as we're trying to look at this morning on the show. The removal of fuel subsidy, and of course the president has again shown or expressed this how will I put it now, he's quite consistent with his stands on the removal of fuel subsidy. And according to him, the reforms are working. The economy is actually responding to stimulus, positively. And constantly, we've also heard from the federal government that the economy is also, recording a huge, success or successes. But that seems to be a far cry from what the average Nigerian on the street is actually saying. But again, what are some of the lessons that you think we can actually learn, so we don't be too heavy on lamentation or lamentations, as it were, in the year 2025? Let's hear from you. 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. Again, you can send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705-4450. And also looking at the projection, all right, the growth, rate of 3.4 has been, as it has been projected by the IMF, that's the International Monetary Fund. How realistic is that? And for the IMF, the growth is going to be driven by key sectors such as agriculture, technology, and services. But you also recall that looking at the 2025 budget, just 2% was actually allocated to the agricultural sector. So how realistic is this growth, projection of 3.4% for the year 2025? How can Nigeria's government and private sector, work together to drive economic growth and development in the coming year 2025? You take a look at, increased foreign direct investment, that's the FDIs, in non-oil sectors such as telecommunications, manufacturing and services, and also growth in the tech industry could be driven by advancements in fintech, e-commerce, and digital services. And it is no longer news that the tech industry, has been doing the most, especially in recent times. We've seen some of these tech experts, coming up with solutions, or the need for us to diversify as opposed to relying heavily or so much on the oil sector. So looking at the non-oil sectors, growth in the tech industry could also be a pointer to the fact that the economy can indeed grow positively in the year 2025. And then you also look at infrastructure development. You look at the power sector, the transportation sector. It's really indeed worth talking about, because if the deficits in these sectors, if they are not addressed, it could actually pose some sort of strain on the economy in the year 2025. But when you look at these sectors, I mean, in the year under review, do you think we actually would you say that we actually did well? How have we fared so far? Looking at the power sector, the transportation sector, the agricultural sector, the economy basically. I mean, what is your assessment, right? What is your assessment of Nigeria's economy for the year 2024? And then, if there are lessons, could you please highlight some of these lessons, and how Nigerians can actually learn from these lessons ahead of 2025? Let's hear from you. So these are the issues actually on the show this morning, pending when my guest makes it to the studios. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sister. My name is Iwa, calling from Madala.
Your name is?
Iwa,
All
calling
right.
from Madala.
You are from Madala. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm calling the topic on the ground. To me, the lesson I've learned from the economy achieved of our government. One, I've learned how to manage money, how to budget, and to save. Because just like Mr. President said, the most of Nigeria have been living on straight life before.
Please do it to call back. Please do it to call back, because I mean that viewpoint is coming from a place of personal growth, and how you probably navigated the year 2024. But for those of you, or for whoever it is that is just joining or tuning in, we'd like to hear from you what your assessment of Nigeria's economy is for the year 2025, and of course lessons that can be learned from the events that actually unfolded this year. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, my name. I'm calling.
Are you there? Hello? Hello, are you there?
Are you hearing me?
Okay, your name is?
Goodness.
Okay, Goodness, from where?
Kurudu.
Okay, please go ahead.
The comment I would have loved to make is 2024 presented a very viable opportunity for Nigeria and Nigerians to grow the economy. And the spirit I have is what I want to share.
Okay.
Like in Akwa State, where I was the later part of the year, the government there did something to help the agricultural sector to grow. I know a day in a week was given to the civil servant to go to the farm and farm. And at the end of the day, I think there was some improvement in the agricultural production there. And this actually was to be replicated throughout the state and the federation. There was an improvement. Then another sector is the rate. And it calls the question, all these years, money has been allocated for maintenance and construction of roads. Where are these money? Where are these fees? I think it would have made sense for the government to start constructing really totally and if a portion of all these maintenance of roads that we cannot see, if you are going to the east, you find out that it takes you longer time to traverse this way. Because the roads are not even there in the first place. If the government can fix this infrastructure like road and electricity, that projection of the World Bank IMF will make sense. Yes, it will make sense.
Okay.
Then other key sectors is agriculture generally. If government can take the side of these segments and other related things that stop people from farming, especially in the food basket regions of the Federation, we might have gone a long way to take a greater care of our food needs.
All right.
Then finally, I want to comment on the fuel. The president is cannot go back on subsidy. What are the CNG buses they promise? They are not on the way. We should, as we make the proclamation as government, we should be able to help the masses see the fruit of this thing. Then we talk of food prices being high, and the president is saying that we not want to do something to help in controlling the price of food. And this is obvious because we have a hand in this market women and all this stuff. If he cannot stop people, the market women and the association, then what is he expecting us to do? This is a generation that is in the market and fix prices of items should be dealt with, and we have a moral justification to stop this thing. I think my case there.
All right. Thank you very much. Goodness. Let's leave it here so we can, have others share your thoughts on the show this morning. You've been able to touch on a number of things. Indeed, the back and forth, on the price of fuel in Nigeria actually took center stage this year, one would say. And of course, that actually trickled down, to different sectors of our lives, talking about the prices of food and, other essentials as evident, in the nation's inflation rate at the moment. But of course, these are, observations that a number of Nigerians have been making in recent times. But what lessons do you think can be learned, from some of these events? And what is your assessment of, Nigeria's economy for the year 2024? Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Omar.
Good morning. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Yunus Adentini Ibrahim, calling all the way from Abaji. Thank you, and thank you for well job done.
Thank you very much.
In regards to the economic, I don't want to waste too much time. The economic 2024, everybody have seen how things move around. And when we look at it in another way around, coupled with the removal of subsidy, in all ramification, we can see that at every corner in Nigerian society, people are starved to hunger indirectly due to the policy of the economy. But at this junction, I think it is high time for us to understand the best thing to do and the only way to follow is for government to look at it in an agricultural sector by introducing the market across the local government if possible. Okay, so that government will also have their own food items in the market, and that will subsidize the price of food items to some certainty.
Okay.
In addition to this, again, government should also look at the fuel sector. We know that at this junction, fuel price cannot be reduced down to the PR of minimal because salary has been increased to some of the agencies, which is well known. Things have changed. So coupled with that, fuel should also be reduced to some extent.
So how much are you looking at?
Yes, it should not be less than 400 naira per liter.
Okay.
Yes, and then that will align with the situation of the elite and the masses.
All right.
I think these are the ways we have to look into. Giving out loan to farmers, I think it is not the best way, because we have been seeing where loans have been given to farmers and some of the elites will hijack it indirectly. So, and these are the problems. The government should also get this project, have the market, their own market. If you want to buy, go to the market. It will also boost the economy.
Okay.
The government will give in there. Transportation also have buses, just like they promised us at TNG buses some time ago. And this should be controlled with people who are realistic, not people that will embezzle government funds. And there things will subsidize to some certainty. Thank you, Lord Murphy.
Thank
you for
much.
the good job.
Thank you. Thank you so
Have
much.
a pleasant day. Thank you very much.
You too. Thank you
All
very
right.
much for calling. Right. Again, the viewpoints that have been expressed, thus far, somehow they actually revolve around, the removal of fuel subsidy and how that has brought about, in the words of some Nigerians, untold hardship. But again, the federal government, is insisting that there is, significant progress amidst these challenges. But how realistic, and how can we even reach a point of departure with these, views and counter views? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, MIT.
Good morning, GB.
Yes, good people.
Right.
I mean, we need to look at that, not just emotion. Yes, there's hardship. If you look at the way something is pushing you to scrap your body, then you lose yourself. What I was saying is that yes, there is hardship, there is something there. Let's look at it. Before the subsidy was removed, what was Nigeria economy? Yes, that time we were going for 150 yes, our economy globally was going down. Nobody was interested in investing in Nigeria because our foreign reserve was very low. Foreign reserve is like it's like a deposit you have in the bank that will attract people to come and do business with you. As you are there now, if your worth is 2 million naira, I can't propose a business of 500 million naira. I'm not going to explain in layman language what the foreign reserve does. When Buhari was going, our foreign reserve was 28 million naira. From that, the foreign reserve, 50 million naira was used as collateral to collect loans from banks. Meaning that what we had then was just about 40 million naira. $. And upon that, we had the debt to revenue ratio of 98%, meaning that we are not generating enough revenue. And all the money we are generating is to pay debt. And that, Buhari was forced now to be printing money. The funding rate from CBN. Which even make our economy worse, that the increase inflation. Because it's like you are printing money, and the money you are printing out, the money is not about your productivity, but you are printing money. So you have surplus of paper on ground, and that one will increase inflation. The way the government paid me, and that time our economy was going to the lowest end. But because people are still buying bags of rice at 50 at that time, I pray we thought we are okay. And that is deceptive. It's like a fake, window dressing economy. The government came and said, no, we can't continue living the fake life. We don't bless the economy. Let's face reality. Because if not, the time we could not fund our debt, the time we could not pay salary, everybody in Nigeria is having problems. But if that extent, let's do something.
Just to engage a little further, and sorry to interject, GB. So your assessment of Nigeria's economy for the year under review is to say, I mean, you are saying now that we actually fared well in this year. Is that?
Yes.
Is that a summary of what you're saying?
They have said yes. If you look at Nigeria as a whole, not how much I buy things in the market, because now our foreign reserve is $42 billion. That encourages investors to come and invest. Yes, if I invest in this country, I can easily get my money out. Before now, $7 billion was trapped here. People in Nigeria could not take their money away. When we floated the naira and naira become equal parallel market with something, we stop subsidizing dollar. And by that, we have enough dollar now for my revenue to go to the foreign reserve. Another thing, when the government came here last year, our production oil was less than $1 million per day. But now it's about 1.6 million to 1.8 million barrels per day. We have enough money now. That's why our foreign reserve are due to $32 billion.
Okay, so yes, these things that you've highlighted, you're really heavy on foreign direct, investment for the year 2024. But how has all of this, affected or impacted the lives of Nigerians or the life of the average Nigerian on the streets?
When you have direct investment, it means that some people brought their money to Nigeria to invest. By that, they employ people. Many people, some people have been employed, they have been employed. Like Emirates was in Nigeria for almost 4 years. The Emirates came back, made class and made this Emirates came back. That means they employed driver, they employed hostess, they employed people that work in the office. Some people that jobless before are not employed. The same thing happened to other foreign investments. That means that some people now are employed. That's one way. Another thing is that now people are investing in our petroleum industry. And that's why you see that, let me tell you, Dangote now is exporting petrol out of Nigeria. Meaning that the value chain is increasing. Look at it now, Port Harcourt refinery is working. In Port Harcourt now, people are jobless before are now employed. People are working directly with the refinery are employed. Those who are not working are employed. Australia are getting more revenue.
Okay.
People around Port Harcourt now are getting more revenue.
All right.
That is the economy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That may not bring the price of Gari or rice to 50,000 naira. I'm telling you that many people now are getting more jobs. Activity is growing. Activity is growing.
Now this is also despite the exit of multinational national companies in Nigeria.
How many has come in? Let me tell you. Some of them existed because of bad records that they could not take their phone before. But they are coming back. Okay. Like now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something now. The fare price is dropping. Why is it dropping? Because productivity. We are producing more fuel. Because of that, the price is dropping. And by now, make down the dollar to say, I want to export. By that, you will earn more dollar for Nigeria. So on the Nigeria something, it has improved. It will not have no impact on your pocket. But that gradually will be feeling it. Okay. Like now, if I not appreciate further, and the price of fuel reduced to about 600 naira, now they are 800 naira. We not see more of impact in the price of goods and in the market.
Okay.
And that's what we are going to. That will not happen overnight. But every indicator show that the positive thing is happening. Okay. We are moving in the right direction.
All right. Thank you very much for your submission, GB. Thank you so much for calling. I think GB can actually pass for an economist, right? This is actually, we're having a conversation this way because my guest is not even in the studio as we speak. So we're just going to leave the conversation open to you out there, all right, to share your thoughts on your assessment of Nigeria's economy for the year 2024. And if you think that there were lessons, please highlight these lessons and how we can actually learn from them as we enter the year 2025, especially with all of the expectations, of the federal government looking at the 2025 budget? And how optimistic are you as a citizen that indeed that budget will bring about, restoration, as it has been tagged a budget of restoration? But we'll go pay these bills, and when we come back, the studio lines will still be open for you to call in to share your thoughts. This is Eagles FM, and we'll be back in a bit.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
The management of Abuja Property Development Company, APDC, wishes her esteemed customers and clients a joyous Christmas. We appreciate your continued trust in our services and look forward to another year of mutual growth and success. May your holidays be filled with joy, happiness, and prosperity. We are poised to deliver top quality construction, real estate, and facilities management for the satisfaction of our customers in the coming year. Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025. Signed, Management, Abuja Property Development Company, APDC. APDC, still creating value.
ilimi babban abu ne gunmu shi zai kankan ya mutuncinmu.
A kowane ƙarni a kowace irin al'umma da ilimi ake tinka. Yanzu fa tazarar tana ƙoƙarin ta kai tazara.
Musamman mu 'ya'ya mata da a wannan zamani ya kamata a cusa mu makaranta. Sai aka bar mu da yawon gararan ba da tallace-tallace.
Ashe kaga ya zama haƙƙi ga iyaye da kowa mai hanin jinka.
Mu tabbatar da ana cusa yara makaranta.
Su samu natijar ilimi su daidaita da zamaninsu.
Kuma zamanin su ya tinƙaho da su. Amma rashin sa yaran a makarantar ya jawo an mana tazara a kowace harka ta rayuwa.
A Najeriya kimanin yara sama da miliyan 20 ba sa makaranta.
Har ma masu ƙididdiga suka ce miliyan 8 a kudu, miliyan 12 a arewa. Shi yasa hukumar ilimin bai ɗaya ta ƙasa wato UBEC ta ce
mai kafaɗa da kafaɗar tunani wajen cusa yara makaranta.
Domin gadon ilimi ya fi gadon dukiya.
Wannan sako ne daga hukumar ilimin bai ɗaya ta ƙasa wato UBEC.
Himma da ƙwazo ƙoƙarin mushinku jama'a kiranmu nake bisa dagewa.
I don't need no liquor. I'm intoxicated by you.
My country people, who work is supposed to enjoy you after all the hustle. You not supposed to take your comfort play to fit sleep the way it's supposed to be. Make you go grab a yo-yo Eurofoam mattress. Make you forget your full comfort. Whether na Euro Spring, Euro Orthopedic, or semi-orthopedic, Diamond and Diamond Plus. And for Comfort Pro Max, Eurofoam don't introduce latest in town. That na Euro Elite. This one, they sleep jolly meant no get equal. Eurofoam get quality pillows and sheetings. Eurofoam shop yakpa everywhere for Bodo Nigeria. Eurofoam, sleep the way.
My people, the thing where they happen for my area,
Do you think I will now find out that you have contract to bring fresh girls?
I brought you from the gutters. Who gave you all the connects? MDG who? Without me, you would have been nobody. But
Join Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Human Trafficking, MICAT, on I Wish I Knew radio drama every Saturday at 10 a.m. Let us join hands and kick human trafficking out of our communities. I Wish I Knew radio drama, brought to you by MICAT in partnership with the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and funded by the Embassy of Denmark in Nigeria.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080 5919 8658 080 5919 8658 or 081 5791 7278 081 5791 7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on. For so long, you've been silenced. We have just found your voice. Take it, use it.
You assess Nigerians before we become politicians or before you become a member of any political party.
The kind of things that happen in Nigeria, this is so obnoxious that if God looks down from heaven, you realize that we are really paying for our sins.
Speak your truth and be heard on the Eagles Morning Rise, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, this is Eagles Outlook live on Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja. And on the show this morning, we are, assessing Nigeria's economy for the year 2024, as we also look at for, the 2025, 2025, yes. And looking at the budget of restoration for the year 2025, we're also, proposing or suggesting ways that which we can, make things work in the year 2025, and that is only for those who actually think that gains were not recorded, this year 2024. So let's hear from you what your thoughts are. The numbers are still 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. You can send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal on 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is calling back.
All right, welcome back, GB.
Yeah. On the issue of next year budget, like I said, when the budget was rolled out, the budget is too small compared to the need and all that we need to get this country moved forward. But let's start from somewhere. Like the budget 49 trillion, and I believe National Assembly will soon increase it to like 54 trillion naira. If you look at it there, the infrastructure, the money for infrastructure and the rest of it is just around range of 20-something trillion naira. Meaning that the recurrent and money for debt take lion's share, almost like 50% of it. When I mean recurrent, that is the money they will spend on training, salary, fuel, and the rest of running government, running the government, and then the money we need to pay the loans they are borrowed for that 50%. The remaining 40%, which is for capital budget, is mega. But let's start from there. Now, if you look at it, this year budget capital, we can't say the rest of it now. Because some of the kind are awarded some months ago, 3 or 4, 5 months ago, because it's a procurement process. It is toward maybe next year or around capital year before you now see some of these big commission. Some of them being now to okay, they are continuing this project coming into the thing. But the next year budget, the only thing that can really have the effect of it is when government start to spend that budget. It will not create the GDP will increase, but the activities, people will spend more money, the government will spend money, many people will be getting employed in the road project, construction companies that are coming up, all those ones that are idle, they get work to do. Then try to see that there will be economic activities. So people have more money in their pocket. By that time also, civil servants now, the minimum wages are not implemented fully by state and that now. But by next year, when people have to get the actual salary based on the minimum wages, people have more money in their pocket. Then the hardship of saying, I can't buy food, I can't buy this with the Jews. What I mean is that the reason we are complaining that there's hunger is that the food that are there in the market, but our money we have in our pocket is not enough to buy. It's not enough to buy what we want to buy.
Okay.
So by next year, when the state started implementing the minimum wages and other government, the civil servants will have more money, and also some private sector, bank and the rest of the like your own and the rest, that implement the minimum wages. You see that Nigeria will have more money in their pocket.
Okay, so
by that, the purchasing power.
I'm sorry to bother you again, GB. I really appreciate the fact that you're keeping us company on this subject matter this morning. But for Nigerians who actually think that the budget estimate for 2025 is quite outrageous, their thoughts, viewpoints are actually hinged on the fact that the billions of naira earmarked, for travel, meals, and catering for the presidency, alongside the proposed 344.8 or 9 billion naira for lawmakers in the 2025 budget is not realistic and cannot, be justified. Are these not even unnecessary spendings, that should be redirected to address, the budget deficit and also to improve public services?
You see, when the money is limited like this, for sensational or other things, you journalists or media only focus on this is our money for buying this, this is our money for travel, this is our money for this. Let me tell you, those one are estimates.
Okay.
They may spend below, they may spend above. What I'm saying is that there's no way you want to carry out activities that you not spend money. Like now, in your office there now, if you intend to expand your office, if you intend to expand your program or buy more equipment, there's no way you not spend even more to your normal recurrent traveling and the rest, because somebody has to travel here and there to go and look at this. How do we do this? How do we do this? What I'm saying is that, let me tell you, I'm not bothered about how much government spends on traveling and the rest of it. Because anywhere, look at it now, all the places that the president went to last year, are they places that are not necessary? No, let's look at it. From last year budget now, all the traveling to Brazil, to China, to India, to this and that, are they places that the defenders that waste our money over there? No. If the person so, for me to deliver a democracy, I need to trust and I want to spend this. Me, I don't bother. What I'm bother about is that that's one that concerns me, the road project, all those ones that will affect our lives. Let's focus and make sure we follow government to spend money on that one.
Okay, so
that's the one will impact my life.
In summary, you are giving the federal government a pat on the back and also a pass mark in terms of the economy for this year 2024.
That's right.
All right.
Because I believe that if government can implement the capital project on 2025, I'm telling you that our economy will improve, because there will be activities, there will be job created, people will get engaged, people will get money. All those contractors who have been idle, and they get them employed in construction road, business, and the rest. There will be more money in circulation. I think we get money to make their states support their needs.
Okay, GB.
Even in the area of agriculture. So, and that's why they are calling on state to invest more in agriculture, not to see what they are putting in agriculture, because that's one of our problems. Food scarcity, not enough food. These are the things that are affecting us. So let's not to see what the states are putting into agriculture to support the federal, because they have the land, they have the people.
Okay.
Once we can sort them food in Nigeria, I'm telling you, our problem is to be less, because that's where we have the problem. Inflation on food. That's where the problem is. And we need to see what government is doing in that area. Okay. Thank you very much.
JB, thank you so much for calling back. And I really wouldn't be surprised, if you call back again, to elaborate. Let's get other viewpoints, to this particular discourse. We have a message right here on the WhatsApp portal, but before I take that message, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. You might want to call back. Turkin Behundu says, good morning, Efe. I'm in Nasarawa State. I want to, in a special way, celebrate with you on your birthday. Thank you so much. May God Almighty grant your heart desires. Thank you so much, Turkin Behundu. He says, talking about the economy started going down under Jonathan, coordinating minister, then Ngozi started raising alarm. However, it got very bad under Buhari, who has little or no knowledge about economy and failed to assemble a good economic team Under Tinubu, it is getting worse. Also, no good economic team appointed by Tinubu. Lastly, the first evidence of a recovering economy is very poor. People being able to eat, unable rather to eat at least one meal a day, followed by employment opportunities. But instead, Nigerians are being sacked from work every day. Recent sack was by CBN with. The president needs to sit up by next year if you want history to be kind to him after leaving office. Turkin Bihundu says, thank you for that message. And then Okedemano Austin from Adona, Sarawak State says, to me, every Nigerian knows that we are not living by the economy of Nigeria, rather that of God. We should only believe and hope in God and not what Nigeria government or IMF are telling us. It is this IMF that advised President Tinubu to take the present economic policies which have taken us to where we are today, only for the same IMF to make you turn by saying that Tinubu's economic policies are not working. Which way Nigeria, if I may ask? To me, 2025 would be better only through the miracle of God and not the palliatives and empty promises being given to the people by the government. Ogenemano Austin from Aduna, Sarawak State says, thank you. And then Abbas reporting from Duse says, good morning, Omoife. I want to plead and let us understand. Subsidy is gone 2024. No government after Tinubu will dare to bring it back. Therefore, in the year 2025, let President Tinubu see how he can ensure Warri and Kaduna refinery work. That's a key to boosting the nation's economy, as this will further reduce the prices of products in Nigeria. If not near at what price it was being subsidized before. Furthermore, some Nigerians should think if your price is down, it will reduce poverty. No, this is quite complicated. No ramification or justification. Even when fuel was sold for 70 naira per litre, Nigerians were not living in affluence. By Allah's grace, may 2025 be good to us and maybe better than 2024. Abbas reporting from Duse, but I hope I've been able to, communicate your thoughts. Abbas, thank you so much for writing us regardless. But let's see if we can get one or two more calls before, we wrap things up on the program this morning. Best believe this is one, subject matter was definitely going to come back here to discuss because expert analysis is very, very important, right? So that would also help to shape our expectations, especially for the year 2025, because a number of Nigerians are indeed expecting a lot from the federal government in terms of, restoring Nigeria's economy in the year 2025. But what is your assessment? That is what is most important at this point in time. How would you assess Nigeria's economy, for the year 2024? Were gains made or not? And then are there lessons that you think Nigeria and Nigerians should learn, right, from the events that actually shaped Nigeria's economy this year? If yes, please call in and let us know some of these lessons and how we can learn from them. And of course, your assessment of Nigeria's economy for the year 2024 is very important. We'd like to really hear from you what your thoughts are. And this would probably give us, a good background, because like I said, we're definitely going to make a comeback on this particular subject matter, especially because my guest couldn't make it to the studios this morning, right? Talking about economic growth, what sectors or factors do you think can actually drive economic growth in the year 2025? What are some of those factors that you think can indeed drive Nigeria's economic, growth in the year 2025? And also looking at the backlog of, issues, economic issues for the year 2024, how possible and how optimistic are you that the year 2025 will bring about, good tidings in such a way that it will impact, the lives of Nigerians positively, right? Diversification is one thing to also look at for what role or how best can the economy be diversified in such a way that it will bring about an unprecedented economic growth, for Nigeria and Nigerians. And then in terms of infrastructural development, what are some of the deficits, that you really can relate to? You can also share your thoughts, in this regard as well. And then can we also bring in corruption as well as a reason, probably, I mean, why there's been some sort of, a slow progress, or I don't know. But again, it all depends on you whether or not we made gains, and if we made gains, these gains, are they significant or not? So, how has corruption, impacted Nigeria's economic growth, and what strategies do you think can be implemented to address this, bottleneck or challenge? And then sustainable development. How can Nigeria's economic growth be made, more sustainable, and what strategies can be implemented even, to achieve, this goal in the coming year? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. This is GB.
GB, I think at this point in time, we'll just give it to you that you are an economist, right? I said it's safe to address you as an economist, maybe for today alone.
No, I'm an engineer, but I have interest in when every topic that concerns economy I have interest. So I'm not an economist, but I'm an engineer, same engineer.
All right.
So the only other thing that is the CNG buses and something that the government promised. It will go a long way in lessening the things and getting, because many people in Abuja, for example, have lost their jobs. So they are coming from Abagi, from Suleja, from Zuba, Baraba, the rest. And they are just cleaner, gardeners, shop attendants, and the rest. We are collecting 50,000. Then their salary was like 15,000 to 20,000. Then when this first subsidy came in, they accounts for almost 40,000 naira. But then have lost their job. So now the government brought in some CNG buses about a month ago, and it is free. Let them bring
GB, are you there?
The FCT needs to tell us what is doing to FCC residents. It is the pain I've seen him go to some park all over Abuja. We need to see those buses brought in so that peace transformation. So to make like, because those have not that they get no job. Don't change the bus. And when buses are collecting 600 or 800 naira, like now from here to Libe, it's about 700 naira. And they're collecting 300 naira. You will see that those who have lost their job, you will see that those who have lost their job, will be able to regain their job.
Okay.
So if we can focus on that for the next 2 or 3 quarters of next year, let this CNG buses out in operation and make transportation easy. You will see that people have money in their pocket. Okay. And because let me tell you something, the reason I'm complaining that they don't have enough money. Honestly, if you are in that if you are collecting 300,000, 400,000 naira as salary, there are some things that you never complain about because you have the cash to buy them. So they do that, there's no money in our pocket. That's why we say that there's hardship. The when Nigeria get engaged and they employ and any money, I'm telling you that this complaint will be reduced. So one of the ways to go and do it is to provide these CNG buses. So those who are jobless, who will not feed themselves, have money to can feed them. You see that if you let in this thing, as somebody else suggested that our refinery should keep on working. When you have a lot of this refinery working and that, I'm telling you, the price will see down further. Then government wants to increase oil production. Now we are at 1.6, 1.7. You can get about 2.5. I'm telling you, our naira will appreciate it. A lot more dollars. Then you see that the price of goods will also drop, and that will also affect the price of the price of petrol will drop. And that our dollar will appreciate, and that will affect the price of petrol. Okay. So I'm looking at government to focus on how to get naira appreciated. So like 1,000 to 1,003 before the end of next year. Okay. And that will help in the price of the price of goods and services.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, GB, for indeed keeping us company on the show this morning. And to those of you who sent in messages, I missed a number of calls, and you must forgive me, right? Because taking the messages and your calls coming in, I just wanted to, get through with, the messages on the WhatsApp portal. But like I said, we're going to have this conversation again, hopefully with, an economist or economists, in the studios, so we can critically assess Nigeria's economy, in the year under review, and also make realistic, projections for the year 2025. Thank you all so much for your thoughts and also spending part of your time with us on the show this morning. My name is Omoefe Piso Semere, and I'll be back in a bit with the business news.
Eagles